You know, every extraction shooter says they're hardcore, high stakes, high tension, you lose your gear, you lose your fucking mind, but very few of them actually manage to keep people around long enough to build something meaningful. And through all of the early discussions that we had about some of the decisions that Arena Breakout Infinite has made, quietly over the past 2 years, they've been doing exactly that. And now they're kicking off what they're calling ABI 2.0 with Season 6. It's a pretty substantial update that adds a brand new PvE mode, new weather systems, progression updates, weapons, and a bunch of other changes. More Fun Studios has reached out to sponsor today's video. They want me to jump in, check out the new content, and see if Season 6 is actually worth your time. If you guys want to check out Arena Breakout Infinite for yourself, use my link in the description below and the top pinned comment. It directly supports the channel and helps me continue bringing these sponsored opportunities your way. If you somehow missed Arena Breakout Infinite up until now, I've been covering this game since its initial announcement. It's a free-to-play extraction shooter built around high-risk raids, tactical gunfights, and getting loot out alive. The premise is very simple. You load into a raid, you fight AI scabs, you fight players, you find valuable gear, and then you try to survive long enough to extract with it. Most of you guys on this channel know what Arena Breakout Infinite is. I've been covering it for years. We've been talking about pretty much every single update that they have ever put out for this game. What I've always liked about Arena Breakout Infinite is that it understands the appeal of a hardcore extraction shooter while still being approachable. We've talked about it for a long time. The weapon handling feels good, the sound design is excellent, the raids always have tension, but it never feels like you're spending 6 months studying spreadsheets before you're allowed to click and have fun. And that's especially important for newer players trying to get into the genre, and it's one thing that I've always given ABI a lot of credit for. And now Season 6, this is the first major step into what the devs are calling ABI 2.0. And this feels like it's the kind of update that might broaden the game's appeal quite a bit. The biggest addition here is what they're calling Hostile Sector. This is a brand new PvE focused mode designed for players who want the extraction experience without immediately getting thrown into the meat grinder. And I'm going to have some raw gameplay at the end of this video to showcase what this new mode is all about. It's available across Farm, Northridge, and TV Station at the start of this new season, so you're still getting that extraction shooter experience, like you're still looting, you're still navigating dangerous environments, but the focus shifts towards AI encounters and PvE progression. So, for players who love tactical shooters, and I've heard this a lot in my comment section every time I cover games like this, you guys might not want every single raid turning into a sweat fest against players who might have been here since day one. You guys might just want to jump in, chill out. This is a really solid entry point for those looking for a PvE experience. Kyle Harrington, 6612, brother. I got you, Habibi. Season 6 also expands the dynamic weather system, and honestly, this is one of my favorite additions. I remember the first time they brought rain into the game, and it just changed everything. It just looked so goddamn good. And now we have night operations, we have dense fog, storms, and even blizzard conditions. And just like when they dropped that rain update way back in the day, weather here isn't just visual fluff. It completely changes how you approach a raid. Your sight lines disappear, especially with fog. When you get the heavy rain and the storms are coming in, everything changes. Your engagement distance, your movement becomes way more important, and you start thinking differently because now the environment is working against you. And with this new PvE-focused update, they're also bringing in this thing called Mastery Points. There's 3 different skill trees for you to choose from at the current moment, and you can essentially level up your character by unlocking subtle passive traits that kind of go with the playstyle that you want to go for, whether it's combat, survival, or support. And the cool thing about this is it allows you to experiment because you can just reset the points at will. So if you're not a fan of one of the choices that you made, you can just easily revert it. And of course, just like with every other update, Season 6 is also bringing some new toys to play with. We have the Banshee SMG and the T88 Marksman Rifle, which means more options for players who prefer either aggressive close quarters fights or those longer range engagements. Now, when they initially reached out to make this video, they talked about what comes after Season 6 and what this ABI 2.0 actually means. The developers have already teased a brand new map and even a zombie mode later in 2026. I'm not a big zombies guy, if I can be completely honest, but it does feel like they're positioning this game to have something for everybody. Just the other day, I was playing with a friend, and we were just doing some of the like tactical 4v4 like team elimination game mode. So now they have the PvE stuff, they have the PvE, they have the round-based arena type stuff, and now they're also working on other cool modes for other players to enjoy. This feels like they're positioning to start the next phase of this game. This isn't just a standalone update like I've covered in the past, which I think is really cool. Anyways, guys, enough talking. You guys know what Arena Breakout is. I want to jump into this new hostile sector mode, showcase what the raw gameplay is, and let you guys see what you're actually dealing with. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it and subscribe for everything Arena Breakout Infinite. This has been a staple on this channel for the last few years. It's been a controversial one. We've gone through a lot of ups and downs with this game, but I always find myself coming back to the game, talking about it on our podcast, and just still being in the ecosystem throughout every single update. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching, and this is Arena Breakout Infinite.
Accept your derrota, cabrón!
Any operators receiving this, activate the comms device before the channel is jammed. We need to restore the connection with the farm.
Get it, Timmy. Quiet. Need a hand here. Footsteps. My grandma
activated.
shoots better.
Wait! A large enemy force is approaching. Get to the target area and protect the device. Make sure the upload completes.
Yep. Do you need a drink? Drink? No drink. You need drink?
You are a brave one. Don't blame me.
So after spending some time with this update, I think Season 6 does a good job expanding what Arena Breakout Infinite can be and setting themselves up for the next phase of this game. The new PvE content opens the door for more players. The weather system adds more variety. The mastery system gives you more flexibility and things to work towards. And it does feel like the developers are setting the next stage for a pretty ambitious year. If you guys want to check out Arena Breakout Infinite for yourself, use my link in the description below and the top pinned comment. It directly supports the channel. Big shout out to More Fun Studios for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.